Highly sensitive people make up about 30% of the population. Here's how to know if you are one. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the world around you, noticing the smallest details that others seem to miss? You might be a highly sensitive person, HSP. Imagine experiencing life with heightened awareness, processing information deeply, and feeling emotions intensely. It's like having a superpower that allows you to be more creative and insightful, but it also makes you more prone to stress and overwhelm. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of highly sensitive people. We'll explore the signs that indicate you might be an HSP, share practical tips on how to manage your sensitivity, and uncover the unique benefits that come with this trait. Whether you're an HSP yourself or know someone who is, this journey will offer valuable insights and tools to navigate life with sensitivity. So stay tuned and let's embark on this enlightening adventure together. What is a highly sensitive person? A highly sensitive person is someone whose brain processes all information very deeply, including emotions, thoughts, and sensory input. This makes them more physically sensitive and emotionally sensitive than other people. High sensitivity is considered a normal, healthy personality trait, although one that, like all personality traits, comes with its own advantages and drawbacks. Researchers refer to this trait as sensory processing sensitivity, SPS, environmental sensitivity, and differential susceptibility. HSPs are often negatively described as too sensitive. But being an HSP isn't a bad thing. Like any personality trait, it comes with challenges, but also many strengths. For example, highly sensitive people tend to excel at creativity, empathy, and the ability to notice things that others miss or make connections that others do not see. In fact, according to Linda Silverman, the director of the Gifted Development Center, high sensitivity is linked to giftedness. The trade-off for these gifts is that the sensitive mind can become overworked easily, which makes HSPs prone to becoming overstimulated or emotionally overloaded. Based on these traits, you might recognize a friend, co-worker, or even your partner or yourself as being a highly sensitive person. Still, although high sensitivity is completely normal, meaning it's not a diagnosis or a disorder, it's often misunderstood because HSPs are in the minority. Recent research suggests that roughly 30% of people are highly sensitive, less than 1 in 3. And some researchers put the number as low as 15 to 20%. Either way, highly sensitive people often feel like they are rare or alone, perhaps because our culture does not value sensitivity and tells us to hide our sensitive side. The science behind highly sensitive people. Sensitivity is a personality trait that everyone has, but some people are more sensitive than others. According to Michael Plewis, a researcher who specializes in sensitivity at Queen Mary University of London, sensitivity is a continuum. This means that some people are low sensitive, some people are high sensitive, and the majority of people fall somewhere in the middle. How sensitive you are is partly due to your genes and partly depends on the way you are raised. Your genes determine your basic sensitivity level, which means that if you are a highly sensitive person, you were likely born that way. However, in twin studies, identical twins with exactly the same genes can end up with different levels of sensitivity as adults, largely because of their life experiences. Plewis says that sensitive people need a supportive environment to thrive and get more benefit out of an emotionally healthy upbringing than other people do. There are also profound differences in the highly sensitive brain. If you are a highly sensitive person, you likely have more activity in areas related to empathy, emotion, and reading social cues, as well as the part of the brain known as the seat of consciousness, especially when you're in social situations. This suggests that HSPs are highly alert and very tuned into the people around them. Finally, highly sensitive people tend to act differently than others and want different things out of life. Generally speaking, HSPs prefer a slow pace and like to take time to enjoy subtle experiences. For example, an HSP may get more joy out of the smell of their morning coffee and the view out their window than they do from a loud concert or a crowded event. This makes sense for someone who can get overstimulated easily. Small pleasures and a slower schedule allow them to be at their best, bringing out their sensitive gifts without getting overloaded. How do you know if you're a highly sensitive person? Perhaps people routinely tell you that you're too sensitive or you think too much. Perhaps you get easily overstimulated in loud, noisy situations. Perhaps you wonder why things bother you so much more than other people. Those are just some of the signs you may be a highly sensitive person. There are many more. If you relate to most of these signs, there's a good chance you're an HSP. 21 signs you're a highly sensitive person. Number 1, you absolutely abhor violence and cruelty of any kind. Everyone detests violence and cruelty, but for highly sensitive people, HSPs, encountering such content can be profoundly distressing. If you find yourself feeling deeply unsettled by scary, gory, or violent movies to the point where they make you physically ill, you might be an HSP. These intense reactions stem from your heightened sensitivity, which makes it difficult for you to disconnect from the emotional impact of what you see and hear. Even fictional portrayals of violence can leave you feeling anxious or disturbed for long periods. Similarly, news stories about animal cruelty or other brutal acts can be unbearable for highly sensitive individuals. The empathy that HSPs feel can be so intense that merely hearing about such events can evoke strong emotional and physical reactions. This heightened sensitivity to the suffering of others often drives HSPs to avoid certain media altogether, seeking out more positive and uplifting content instead. This trait, while challenging, also means that highly sensitive people are often deeply compassionate and motivated to make the world a kinder, more humane place. Number 2, you're frequently emotionally exhausted from absorbing other people's feelings. Although highly sensitive people, HSPs, are not necessarily empaths, they often exhibit similar tendencies by absorbing the emotions of others. This heightened emotional awareness means that when an HSP walks into a room, they can immediately sense the moods and energies of those around them. Their keen perception of subtleties, such as facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice, allows them to pick up on emotional cues that others might overlook. This acute sensitivity, combined with their naturally high levels of empathy, enables HSPs to feel emotions that aren't their own, often leading to a profound understanding of the emotional landscape around them. As a result of this deep emotional connectivity, highly sensitive people frequently experience emotional exhaustion. The constant influx of emotional information can be overwhelming, leaving HSPs drained and in need of solitude to recharge. Their ability to empathize so deeply with others can be both a gift and a burden as they navigate the complex web of emotions in their environment. This unique trait often drives HSPs to seek out peaceful, supportive settings where they can manage their sensitivities more effectively and thrive in their compassionate and empathetic nature. Number 3, time pressure really rattles you, more so than other people. In school, timed quizzes or speed tests may have made you extremely anxious, possibly to the point where you couldn't perform as well as you normally would. The ticking clock and the pressure to complete tasks quickly can be overwhelming for highly sensitive people, HSPs. This heightened anxiety during timed situations is a reflection of their sensitivity to stimulation. Unlike others who might thrive under pressure, HSPs often find that such stress impairs their ability to think clearly and perform effectively. As an adult, this sensitivity to time pressure persists. When faced with a lengthy to-do list and insufficient time to tackle it, you might feel a significant surge in stress levels. The constant awareness of deadlines and the fear of not meeting expectations can be particularly challenging for HSPs. This is because their nervous systems are more reactive to external stimuli, making them more susceptible to feeling overwhelmed. Understanding this trait can help HSPs develop strategies to manage their time and tasks in a way that minimizes stress and maximizes their productivity and well-being. Number 4, you withdraw often. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, as a highly sensitive person, HSP, you require ample downtime, preferably spent alone. After a long, demanding day, you often feel the need to retreat to a quiet, darkened room. This sanctuary allows you to lower your stimulation levels, soothe your senses, and recharge your energy. The world can be overwhelming for HSPs with its constant barrage of sights, sounds, and interactions. This makes regular periods of solitude essential, regardless of your social tendencies. Introverts might find this need for downtime aligns naturally with their preference for solitude, while extroverts may still seek out alone time to decompress despite their enjoyment of social activities. This self-care routine is crucial for maintaining balance and ensuring that you can continue to navigate the world with sensitivity and resilience. Number 5, you're jumpy. When someone sneaks up on you, you jump like a frightened cat. This heightened startle reflex is common among highly sensitive people, HSPs, whose nervous systems are finely tuned even in non-threatening situations. For HSPs, the world is experienced with an intensity that can make sudden noises or unexpected touches particularly jarring. This heightened state of awareness means their bodies are always ready to react, making them more prone to startling easily. This increased sensitivity to stimuli is part of what defines HSPs, affecting how they interact with their environment and those around them. Understanding this trait can help HSPs and their loved ones create a more comfortable and supportive space, reducing unnecessary surprises and fostering a sense of calm. Number 6, you think deeply. The cornerstone of being a highly sensitive person, HSP, is the ability to process information deeply. This trait leads you to reflect extensively on your experiences, far more than most people. Your mind continually analyzes and reanalyzes events, seeking to understand every nuance and implication. This depth of processing can be a great asset, enabling profound insights and a richer understanding of the world around you. However, this same trait can also make you more prone to negative overthinking. Sometimes, you might find yourself obsessively replaying events in your mind, scrutinizing every detail and interaction. This can spiral into anxious thoughts where worries and fears become magnified. The tendency to dwell on potential negative outcomes or past mistakes can be overwhelming, making it difficult to move forward. Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward managing it, allowing you to harness your deep thinking for positive reflection and growth rather than getting caught in a cycle of anxiety. 7, you're a seeker. Highly sensitive people, HSPs, often seek answers to the big questions in life. They ponder deeply about why things are the way they are and what their role in the grand scheme of things might be. This quest for understanding and meaning is a fundamental part of their nature, driving them to explore the mysteries of human nature and the universe with a level of curiosity and intensity that others might not share. If you're an HSP, you may have always wondered why other people aren't as captivated by these profound questions as you are. This difference in perspective can sometimes make you feel isolated or misunderstood. However, it also means that you bring a unique depth to your interactions and relationships, as your thoughts and conversations often venture into areas that others might overlook. Embracing this aspect of your sensitivity allows you to connect with like-minded individuals and find fulfillment in the continuous exploration of life's greatest mysteries. 8. Sudden, loud noises startle you. For example, a loud motorcycle suddenly roaring by your window may really shake you. Number 7. Your clothing matters. You've always been sensitive to what you wear. Scratchy fabric or restrictive clothing, such as pants with a tight waistband or pantyhose, can be particularly irritating, while non-HSPs might find these things uncomfortable. An HSP will go to great lengths to avoid them entirely, carefully selecting their wardrobe to ensure maximum comfort. If an HSP inadvertently wears something uncomfortable, the discomfort can overshadow their entire experience. The constant awareness of the irritating sensation can make it hard to focus on anything else, detracting from their enjoyment of activities and interactions. This heightened sensitivity to physical sensations is just one aspect of being an HSP, highlighting the importance of mindful choices in daily life to ensure overall well-being and comfort. Number 8, your pain tolerance is less. Many highly sensitive people, HSPs, are more sensitive to various types of pain, including headaches, body aches, and injuries, compared to non-HSPs. This heightened sensitivity extends to physical discomfort, where even minor pains can feel more intense and disruptive to their daily lives. Factors such as environmental stimuli, stress levels, and emotional well-being can amplify these sensations for HSPs, making pain management an important consideration in their overall health and wellness routines. Understanding and addressing this sensitivity can help HSPs develop strategies to minimize discomfort and maintain their well-being more effectively. Number 9, your inner world is alive and present. Due to your tendency to process information deeply, you possess a rich inner world. In childhood, this might have manifested through having several imaginary friends, engaging in fantasy-based play, and frequently daydreaming. These activities allowed you to explore and expand your imagination, creating vibrant inner landscapes where creativity flourished. As an adult, your deep processing continues to shape your experiences, including your dreams. Highly sensitive people often have vivid and emotionally intense dreams that feel remarkably realistic. These dreams can be a reflection of your heightened sensitivity to emotions and experiences, offering insights into your subconscious thoughts and feelings. Embracing this rich inner world allows you to tap into your creativity, introspection, and imaginative capacities, enriching both your personal growth and your interactions with the world around you. Number 10, change is extremely upsetting. Highly sensitive people, HSPs, find comfort in routines, as the familiar provides a sense of stability in a world that can often feel overwhelming. Unlike novelty, which can be stimulating, familiar routines offer a predictable environment that soothes rather than overstimulates their sensitive nervous system. Because of this preference for stability, both positive and negative changes can disrupt HSP's equilibrium. For instance, when navigating new relationships or experiencing job promotions, HSPs may feel a blend of excitement and stress. The influx of new experiences and responsibilities can be exhilarating, yet overwhelming. Unlike others who might adapt quickly to change, HSPs typically require more time to process and adjust to new circumstances. Understanding this need for adaptation can help HSPs navigate transitions more effectively, allowing them to embrace new opportunities while managing the accompanying emotional intensity. This self-awareness empowers HSPs to cultivate environments that support their well-being and enable them to thrive amidst life's inevitable changes. Number 11, conflict is your poison. When tension or disagreement arises in your close relationships, you feel it deeply. For many highly sensitive people, HSPs, the emotional impact can be so intense that it manifests physically, sometimes leading to feelings of illness or discomfort during conflicts. This heightened sensitivity to emotional discord stems from their deep empathy and keen awareness of subtle cues in relationships. As a result, some HSPs develop a tendency to avoid conflict altogether. The prospect of conflict can be distressing, prompting them to prioritize harmony and the well-being of others over their own needs or opinions. This conflict-avoidant behavior often stems from a desire to minimize the emotional pain that conflict can cause. Understanding this sensitivity to conflict can help both HSPs and their loved ones navigate disagreements more compassionately. By fostering open communication and creating a supportive environment where feelings are respected and acknowledged, HSPs can feel more secure in expressing themselves authentically without fear of overwhelming emotional turmoil. Number 12, criticism is a dagger. Highly sensitive persons, HSPs, navigate a world where words hold immense power. Encouragement and positivity uplift them acting as a gentle wind beneath their wings, propelling them to great heights of creativity and productivity. However, the impact of harsh words on HSPs is profound and often devastating. Criticism strikes deep, akin to a sharp dagger piercing their sensitive hearts, leaving lasting wounds that take time to heal. Their finely tuned emotional radar detects negativity swiftly, and it acts like a poison, disrupting their delicate equilibrium and plunging them into emotional turmoil. Understanding the sensitivity of HSPs reveals the intricate balance they maintain between thriving and floundering based on the words they encounter. Encouragement serves as more than mere motivation. It nurtures their unique abilities and fosters a sense of security in expressing their talents fully. Conversely, criticism cuts through their defenses, leaving them vulnerable and struggling to recover from the emotional aftermath. For HSPs, the toxic nature of negativity goes beyond simple discomfort. It disrupts their entire psychological landscape, making it crucial for their well-being to cultivate environments rich in positivity and support. Number 13. You're deeply moved by beauty. For individuals with heightened sensitivity, the allure of fine meals, rich scents, captivating artwork, or poignant melodies transcends mere appreciation. It becomes a deeply immersive experience. Music has the power to transport them to a trance-like state, where every note resonates within their soul, stirring emotions that others may find difficult to comprehend. Similarly, the sight of sunlight filtering through autumn leaves can evoke a profound sense of wonder, leaving them awestruck by the beauty of the natural world. It's not just a fleeting admiration, it's a visceral reaction that permeates their being. The perplexity arises when these sensitive individuals realize that not everyone shares their intense connection to beauty. It's as if they inhabit a world where colors are more vibrant, textures more tangible, and emotions more palpable than those around them. This heightened sensitivity isn't a choice, but a fundamental aspect of their experience, shaping how they navigate and interpret the world. It underscores the importance of nurturing environments that honor and celebrate this unique perspective, allowing them to thrive amidst the profound beauty that touches them so deeply. Number 14. You're perceptive. Highly sensitive people possess a remarkable ability to notice subtleties and nuances that escape others, earning them a reputation for being perceptive and insightful. From a young age, their keen awareness and deep empathy often set them apart, exhibiting a wisdom that seems beyond their years. This innate perceptiveness allows them to discern underlying emotions, perceive unspoken cues, and grasp the complexities of human interactions with remarkable clarity. In a world that sometimes prioritizes speed and efficiency over empathy, highly sensitive individuals play a crucial role in fostering compassion and understanding. Their heightened sensitivity enables them to create meaningful connections, offer empathetic support, and advocate for inclusivity and kindness. They serve as beacons of empathy, illuminating paths toward a more compassionate society where everyone's unique experiences and emotions are valued and understood. Thus, their presence enriches the world, offering a deeper, more nuanced perspective that encourages others to embrace sensitivity as a strength rather than a limitation. Okay, you are an HSP. What should you know? If you identify with these signs, congratulations, you're a highly sensitive person. You're in good company. There's an entire community of people like you out there who understand how you feel and how difficult it can feel sometimes. Being a highly sensitive person in a world not built for you can feel overwhelming. But there's good news. As long as you're aware of yourself, you can avoid pitfalls and add easy steps to your routine to make your life better. Pitfalls. Sometimes life can feel like a minefield for highly sensitive people. Being aware of potential pitfalls can help you mentally prepare to handle them when they pop up. Some potential pitfalls for HSPs include hectic days. Having to run from one thing to another all day can be exhausting for the best of us, but it can lead you to feel overstimulated and overwhelmed. Interpersonal conflict. You're often more prone to stress when conflict arises between you and another person. expectations and comparisons. You easily pick up on the expectations and needs of the people around you and can easily internalize them and beat yourself up for not meeting them. Failure. No one likes to fail, but it may feel crippling for you. You are prone to self-doubt and obsessive rumination, beating yourself up for even small mistakes. Need to calm your sensitive nervous system. HSPs often live with high levels of anxiety, sensory overload, and stress, and negative emotions can overwhelm us. But what if you could finally feel calm instead? HSP tricks for a happier life. The good news is, you can create space for yourself by being aware of your own needs and by being prepared for potential pitfalls. Here are some easy tricks to help insulate yourself from overwhelming pitfalls. Avoid pitfalls. If you know a hectic day exhausts you, pad time into your schedule to rest between events. Space work and events out throughout the day and week so you don't overwhelm yourself. Avoid stress. Stay away from things that cause you undue stress, like horror movies or that coworker that always saps your emotional energy. Say no, whether it's to extra work, extra plans, or to your own expectations of yourself. Teach yourself to say no to things and be okay with it. Create a soothing space. Make your home, or at least a room in it, a space that helps you feel calm and safe. Fill it with pillows, blankets, books, movies, or whatever helps you decompress. Celebrate your sensitivity. Being sensitive is not a bad thing. The high points of life bring you even more joy and happiness than a normal person. Your awareness of and empathy for other people aren't weaknesses. Be kind to yourself. Make a plan to take care of yourself in stressful situations and celebrate your sensitivity each day.